Let's move on some products. Another DNA 200 product has come my way, and it's the one that's in this box right here. So let's take a little closer look at this one, and we'll go ahead and put it up on the that spreadsheet that I did, and we'll talk a little bit more about this one. All right, so what is in this box is made by the same company who makes this box right here, and we've already talked about this one. This is going to be the Hotcig DX200. So this is the one with the removable battery. All right, so that is the company who is making this one, and it is another DNA 200 product. So it's got an official valve or a genuine evolve board in it. We open it up, we get this little piece right here, and in here we do have a manual, and we have this nice little metal plate here that tells you a little bit about your device. It gives you a serial number there. Maybe a spot to sign it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. We also have a micro USB cable right here. Obviously, this is going to be to charge the device and to update the device because the DNA 200 board is firmware upgradable. And here's the box itself, okay? So what can I tell you about this one? What I can tell you about this one, we have a stainless steel connector up here. It is flush with the device. This is going to be by one of those companies who really don't understand airflow all that much, okay? Because, you know, we have these air channels coming off of that 510 connection, but they don't go all the way out. They're kind of crooked there. So if you have something that you put on here that requires airflow from the 510 connection, you're going to kind of seal that, and you're not going to get that. So that's something to be aware of, okay? Not a lot of those devices out there these days, but that could potentially happen to you, right? We have fire buttons here that are very reminiscent of a lot of the other devices, so they feel very, very similar. They've got decent tactile feedback. You can hear a little bit of a click. Very little, actually. Okay, but they got a nice soft press. They're easy to find. They're pretty raised. We got a micro USB charge port right here. So what's going on this side and this side, and what's the rest of the device made of? We have some venting down there at the bottom as well. This is going to be an aluminum. Okay, it's going to be a military anodized paint on this one, so hopefully a little bit more durable for you. And the front and the back on this one is going to be handmade abalone shell. Okay, that's what they're telling me, handmade abalone shell. And also we can, if we slide this part right here, we can get to the battery. The battery on this one, very, very easy to replace. Okay, so we've got a plug here. We've got the balanced plug right there. So it's kind of really well done. And easy to get at, and easy to replace, and easy to put back in as well. And this cover, no magnets on this cover, but there's a pretty strong spring-loaded ball bearing right there. We see the serial number inside the devices as well. And once I slide this cover into the tracks, like I'm about to do right here, I can tell you that this cover does fit very, very well, okay, and it does not move at all. So the machining here and like the attention to detail on this is pretty good. All right, but the box itself, kind of a simple box. All of the edges are very, very well rounded, so I don't find it uncomfortable to hold. And I can compare it in size. How about our buddy the Vapor Shark? And by the way, my Vapor Shark starting to show signs of peeling up here. Okay, so they really need a better solution for this kind of rubberized coating. But we can take a look at it. It's a little bit wider than the Vapor Shark. It is pretty much the same height as the Vapor Shark, and pretty much the same, well, it's a little bit thicker than the Vapor Shark as well. Okay, but feeling in the hand is pretty good. It's a little bit slidey, okay, but it's not slippery. I think it grips actually pretty well. So let's go ahead and put this on the spreadsheet, and now take a look at it and compare it to some of the other devices that we've seen. All right, guys, so here we are in that spreadsheet again. Currently, I have it sorted by the overall size, and you can see the Hotcig Hero coming in third place, all right? So $260 for this piece. Maybe a little bit expensive. Maybe the handmade abalone shell front and back is adding to the price. But I don't know. I think it's a little bit high, but what do I know? The warranty, 6-month warranty on the body, 3-month warranty on the battery and the DNA 200 boards themselves. The battery in this one is going to be this is actually the Evolve recommended battery. I think this is the one that's on the Evolve website. It's a 900 milliamp hour battery. Watt hours calculated is 9.99. I did not measure it myself. The width on this one is going to be 54 millimeters. The height is going to be 88 millimeters. The depth is going to be 25 millimeters. Here's overall. Weight on this one, it's a pretty weighty piece. It's a very solid feeling piece. It's 209 grams. Again, the material is going to be aluminum, and then we have the handmade abalone shell front and back, and the military anodized paint finish on this one. The 510 is going to be a gold-plated stainless. The threading is stainless. It is spring-loaded. It does have a couple of color options, so it got a 1. As a matter of fact, I was going to beat them up a little bit on their website, but they have actually fixed their website since yesterday or the day before, because they had this, they had the correct picture, but you couldn't order it the way they were showing it. It was really kind of bizarre. But here you can see they have the silver one. They're calling it white, but it's a silver finish. And then they have the black one, which is the one that I just showed you. Okay, so and then there's none of this was here the other day, but anyway, I'm showing it to you now. All right, so that's the color options. Battery replaceability gets a 5 because it looks like it's a very easy to replace this one. Battery life is a 1 because that is how I scored the other ones of the same capacity. The grip on this one, I gave it a 4. I'm teetering between a 4 and a 3, just simply because of the it's really not very grippy. It's a little bit slippery. So how about a 3 there? Ergonomics, it feels really comfortable in the hand. Nothing really special going on, but they did a really nice job of rounding all the edges. So I did give it a 4 here. Properly configured. I noticed this one, it did come with the correct battery curve, but of course the correct battery curve for this one is the default battery curve because it's based on the recommended Evolve battery. But I did notice this one does have an internal resistance set. It does have custom logos for the device. It did have the default case analysis, okay? So I didn't give it the full 3 points. I did give it 2 points on this one, all right? Button feel, very, very similar to the some of the other devices like the Hotcigar VT200 and the Wizmec and the Hotcig DX200. So I gave it a 4 here. Looks, this one's going to be polarizing too. You may love the abalone shell look. You may not. I gave it a 3. No additional comments on this one. It comes out with an overall score of 24. And there is the manufacturer's website, and there is where you could potentially buy the product if you're interested in it. So that, my friends, is the Hero by Hotcig, okay? Kind of a unique looking piece. Again, pretty comfortable in the hand. They really did a nice job at rounding out all of these edges. You know, not just one way, but both ways as well.